As the evening mist rolls in, you find yourself standing outside a curious sight. 3 flying pigs, enchanted and graceful, circle the weathered-in sign above you. The 3 Flying Pigs Inn, they call it. You can't help but wonder how much gold the innkeeper, Goram the Dwarf, must have parted with to conjure such a spectacle. But then again, Goram's no ordinary dwarf. Inside, the warmth of the fire greets you, casting flickering shadows across the room. Goram himself stands behind the bar, his long beard flowing down to his chest, his face etched with the tales of battles long past. His stubborn nature is as legendary as the limp that speaks of his final, hard-earned retirement from a life of unending epic deeds. Your table awaits adventurers, right there beside the roaring fireplace. The wood is old and worn, soaked with decades of spilled ale and drunken laughter, holding the memories of those who came before you. And it is at this very table, with the fire at your backs and the scent of adventure in the air, that you prepare to seize your next opportunity. Here, in the glow of the 3 Flying Pigs, you'll forge a reputation to rival even that of Goram the Dwarf himself. The warm, comforting glow of the 3 Flying Pigs Inn is suddenly shattered as the door bursts open. A woman, disheveled and panicked, stumbles inside. Her eyes dart around the room, terror written across her face. She's being pursued by the mercenaries, no doubt, the very ones who now rule this city with an iron fist, enforcing the twisted laws of the theocrat and his fanatical followers. These are dark times, adventurers. The streets are shadowed by fear, and whispers of a new god chill the hearts of the people. The woman is wounded, and as she desperately seeks escape, she crashes into your table. The room falls silent, every eye on her. But in that moment, unnoticed by the others, she presses a small, heavy pouch into your hand. Without hesitation, you hide it beneath your cloak. The mercenaries are on her in an instant, dragging her back toward the door. As she's pulled away, she turns her head, her eyes locking with yours. There's a plea in them, desperate and silent, but unmistakable. "Save me," she mouths, before being taken out into the night. As the inn returns to its uneasy calm, you catch a glimpse of Goram behind the bar. His eyes burn with frustration, staring at the war axe mounted on the wall, an old companion from battles long past. His hand twitches as if yearning to grasp it, to wade into the fray as he once did. But these are not his battles anymore. These are your battles, heroes. As the mercenaries depart, dragging their new prisoner into the night, you decide to bide your time. Waiting for the inn to empty, you exchange glances, the weight of the mysterious pouch heavy on your minds. Once the last patron leaves, you approach Goram, seeking his wisdom about the object left in your care. Though curiosity gnaws at you, the pouch remains unopened in your hands. Goram, with a knowing look, locks the inn and beckons you to follow him. He leads you to the kitchen, where the air grows thick with anticipation. Placing his large scarred hand on the floor, Goram mumbles a few words in a dwarvish dialect, one you do not comprehend. Suddenly, the stone beneath you shifts, revealing a hidden staircase descending into the depths below the inn. Catching sight of your astonished expressions, Goram smirks, a gleam of mischief in his eye. "Come on, kids," he chuckles, the term affectionate, given his 3 centuries of life. "Let's see what's inside that pouch." And with that, he starts down the steps, the secrets of the 3 Flying Pigs Inn unfolding before you. The adventurers stand in stunned silence as the secret room beneath the inn reveals itself. Before them is a treasure trove of legendary artifacts, relics of Goram's countless glorious ventures. The room is a museum of wonders, with shelves lined with weapons that have seen 100 battles, shimmering jewels of unknown origin, and scrolls filled with ancient knowledge. The sheer value of these objects is beyond estimation. They could easily purchase an entire kingdom. Your curiosity burns to know the story behind each artifact, to learn of the epic tales that led to their acquisition. But there's no time to indulge in such desires. The pouch and its contents weigh heavily on your mind, a mystery too pressing to ignore. With a mix of tension and hesitation, you place the pouch on the large table at the center of the room. The weight of the moment hangs in the air as you carefully untie the strings and pull back the leather flap. The room seems to grow darker, as if the shadows themselves are drawn to the object inside. There, resting in the bottom of the pouch, is a small but impossibly heavy disc of black obsidian. Its polished surface is smooth, but as the light catches it, ancient runes can be seen etched into the stone, symbols that twist and curl in patterns that seem to shift when not directly observed. The dwarf cleric among you gasps in awe, his eyes wide with recognition. He whispers, almost reverently, "The marks of the old gods." A chill runs through the room. The old gods, once worshipped with fervor, are now deemed blasphemous by the theocrat's iron rule. To even speak of them is to court death. To possess such a relic is a crime punishable by immediate execution, or worse. As you glance at Goram, you see a storm of emotions in his eyes: happiness, relief, and a deep, gnawing fear. The old dwarf, usually so stoic, now looks as if a great weight has been lifted from his shoulders, only to be replaced by the burden of what comes next. This changes everything," Goram finally says, his voice thick with emotion. The room feels colder, the shadows deeper. Whatever this disc represents, it is clear that the path ahead will be fraught with danger and decisions that could alter the fate of the very world.